Hi, and welcome to Beyond SaaS, optimized PPM for AI, agility, and higher performance. Here's our disclaimer, and we will move past that. It'll be in the deck, which will be available to you. So today's learning objectives are to see why a platform-centric strategy versus a SaaS or software as a service approach is the future of project and portfolio management technology. Understand the building blocks that enable limitless automation and AI. That's me, Mike Taylor. I'm the founder and CEO of Innovative E and DigiOps. Both are Microsoft-centric companies. You can read all about my bio there. In the interest of time, I'm going to move forward. And I do have a book that I wrote last year, The AI Project and Work Management Revolution is here, and it's going to be available both on the 19th and 20th, and there's a tiny URL there, and there'll also be a CR code at the end of the presentation. So a little bit about Innovative E. We are an award-winning partner. We are the current partner of the year in project portfolio management. We won it last year as well, and we've actually won 7 awards overall. But really, it's our customers that are at the success that's really at the heart of these awards. It's really the forward-looking customers that we have and we work with that will lean into the technology and really allow us to and trust us to help them with their solutions and building their project management journey.
Project management is at the heart of every organization's success. SNHU faced challenges with fragmented project management systems.
That's when we partnered with Innovative E to transform how we manage projects and align with our strategic goals.
The results have been incredible: improved efficiency, enhanced transparency, and simplified project intake process.
So you can't go anywhere without talking about AI. AI is here and it's growing. This comes from a commissioned piece of work that Microsoft did that talks about what's going on in the workplace. And this particular statistic is from this particular statistic is from 2024, about mid-year, I think. So it may have actually increased even more, but it says that 85% of employees want more automation capabilities with better collaboration tools. At the same time, in the context of project management, AI will transform project management. According to an article written by Gartner last year, 80% of project management tasks will be run by AI by 2030. Now, in the context of that, one thing we are telling our customers, and we really are highly suggesting, and I see people doing, is that your project management leadership in your organization really needs to learn as much as possible to help shape what the future of project portfolio management is going to be in the context of AI within your organization. So I wanted to do a real quick demo here talking about AI. This was just announced in November at Ignite, Microsoft Ignite, and this is a Microsoft Project Manager Agent for Planner.
Introducing the Project Manager, a new agent that automates project and task management. Start by creating a new plan and then selecting Plan with Project Manager. Give the plan a name and share it with the group. Now it's time to set the goal for the project. Think of this like a well-crafted prompt that AI will use to create relevant tasks to complete the project successfully. The more descriptive and specific, the better. You can even add relevant files to the plan to provide key information and context. Then click Generate Tasks, and the project manager instantly creates a task list tailored to this goal. Yes, it's that easy.
And as you can see, that was really an end-to-end way to get a project started, an assistant starting with just a few prompts. And the reasoning, they called it grounding, if you caught that, was AI was grounding or reasoning over a SharePoint site or a group that was, had a bunch of artifacts and things in it. And then you're able to go bring that information back into the project manager agent and applied it into, as it went to go generate the schedule, also applying that prompt for what the context of the project was about. So really does save a lot of time to do that kind of thing in AI. Just really scratches the surface on what's possible. So let's shift over to a little bit about what is the reality for many organizations. There's disaggregated tools, there's methodologies and training adoption that have sprung up over the years. Just in the project work management tools, you see all the kind of traditional tools there on the left side. Of course, you now see the planner icon there as well. You've got your born in the cloud SaaS or software service solutions that have been or have really been taken off in the last 10 or 12 years. You have a lot of methodologies, agile, waterfall, Kanban, all those kind of things that have kind of come onto the scene. And of course, you have a lot of ongoing arguments about what's the best way to manage things. And then, of course, it's always about people, process, technology. So, you've got the technologies on the left, the processes and the methodologies, and then the people is the curriculum and training. There's all kinds of certificates and actually, careers in project management, as many of you know, being project managers here at the PMI event. So one of the things that's interesting there is you look at all of this, and it's a fairly common problem that stat that's across the bottom is that 92% of organizations use multiple project and work management tools and methodologies. In fact, I think 5.7 is the average number of digital management tools that most project managers use. So that's quite a bit. So what does that create? It creates a reality where you've got ongoing project work, and really this project management success rate of 35% being considered successful hasn't really changed in a long time. So it's a tremendous amount of waste and inefficiency that's going on. Project managers, I'm sure this will ring true to a lot of folks. They really spend too much time in finding and aggregating data, and that impedes your decision making. You end up with siloed and external data sources that hinder visibility. And you have these disparate apps, data, and security profiles, which also then start to inhibit or impede AI usage because AI needs the data to reason over. And if you played with ChatGPT and some of those things, it's reasoning over a large language model, which is based on internet data that it's kind of pulling down in other sources. When you're talking about your project management data, you got to build good data sets. And so it really needs to be in kind of more of a consolidated area to have a good data set for it to reason over. So there's counteracting effects that kind of lead to this 35% success rate over decades. One is you've got benefits of adding a new tool like a born-in-the-cloud SaaS tool, but then you have the overhead of further segmenting people and data. If you think about like the context switching people do, if you're going to go to a dayoftheweek.com and then back over to maybe Planner or into Teams, and you've got all these different places you're doing, you're being inefficient by it. And that alone, not to mention that the data is different and everything else. So it really is, we see it as a counteracting effect. So kind of what is the realities? We'll take a step over to just if you're in the Microsoft space, right, and already built some of your PPM capabilities around it. What is the future of Project Desktop and Project Server? Well, they've said that there's no deprecation date for these features, but there's also no real significant enhancements, investments going on. They're keeping the security patching and all that stuff in place, but that's about it. And it's not in the modern cloud, so it's really not going to be part of any Microsoft platform-centric project management solution going forward. It's really disconnected. So what is the future of Project Online? A lot of debate on this going on out there. There is no end of life, but there's significant functionalities, and if anybody's curious, we can go into more of that. Things like the remote event receiver, SharePoint workflow, some of those things are going away in April of 2026. And, it's because of platform changes that are happening on the overall platform at Microsoft. So to that extent, we've been having a lot of futures conversations with our existing customers, and we're really telling them the planning should really begin now to think about how you transition off Project Online over the next 1 to 2 years. And what is the state of Planner and Planner Premium features? Well, it's not intended to be a like-for-like replacement for Project. It was actually built based on telemetry and things that Microsoft had and industry trends and things of how it would work best for kind of a modern project management experience. It does use the traditional scheduler that came from Microsoft Project. It also combines the capabilities of Planner, To Do, and Project for the Web, which was the initial name for the modern software that Microsoft came up with, project management. And it's built into the Microsoft Secure Platform and allows for Power Platform and AI extensibility for PPM solutions. And that's a really big key here we'll talk about as we get into this a little bit more. So 70 to 90% of project management is collaboration. And so if you're going to solve for all these disparate people, process, technology issues, why don't we bring project management into the collaboration platform, which if you're Microsoft-centric is Teams. And Teams is a first-party app that's built into the Microsoft platform. And by first-party, I mean it's built on the modern platform, so it takes full advantage of Dataverse, all the Power Platform, all the AI centricity that's built into the platform itself. And as you can see there, actually this is a few months old. I think there's more like 1 million organizations that are using Teams now, probably closer to 500 million individual users. So it's very prevalent, and it's being used to do all kinds of work already, right? And project management is just another kind of work. So it's where work is already getting done. And even people who are managing projects are using it, even if they're using other types of things for different purposes, for like planning or execution. They may actually be using Teams for artifact management, for meetings, for meeting notes and all that kind of stuff. Teams is part of the AI platform. We just talked about that in the Power Platform natively. And the platform natively does solve a lot of problems and makes it less expensive. The statistics will tell you that Power Apps and Power Platform, low code, no code, is up to 50% less expensive to do customizations and ongoing maintenance of business process or project process automation. So it's also more secure because it's all in one platform, and it's also again more. It's easier to take advantage of the Microsoft native AI capabilities. So when we talk about optimizing the Microsoft platform for the future, we kind of look at it from the outside in. Is the way we kind of visualize this. And you look at the business challenges. So this, if you're project portfolio managers, this is your business users who have these various business challenges. At the center of what we have here is the Microsoft platform, and it's built for, like you said, it's the world's leading platform for work management, for low code, no code, and for AI. And then you've got, your role as a project or portfolio manager. You've got all these things you have to do. You have to be able to create projects and initiatives and be able to manage them effectively. But there's a little bit of a disconnect. The platform is not specifically built for project and work management. So what we've done is, and many other partners have done this too, and customers can do it too, but you think about building a layer there that is really maximizing or optimizing the platform for project and portfolio management. So that's what we've done in one of the product that we bring to market there is called Teams for PM. And Teams for PM, again, it optimizes the world-leading productivity platform, which is Microsoft Modern Work, for AI and project management. So it really creates that one user experience, one data model, one dashboard for all projects and work. And it really works with a lot of different tools there. You see on the left side the native things that we work with Project Online, Project for the Web, and Planner. We also support functionality for the collaborative aspects with third-party things and the Teams automation component with Monday.com and Smartsheet and a bunch of others. We actually did an integration with Viva Goals, but Viva Goals is going away. So actually we have a different, we have a Teams for PM Goals capability in there. And then we're also working on integrating with the Agile tools, which are, Jira and ADO and things like that. So here's a contextual look of how Teams for PM might look at using AI for work assistance. So a lot of people will talk about, in the world of project management, the thing to do is go automate those mundane tasks you do. So after the end of a meeting, a project manager can download the transcript and it will summarize everything, the transcript summarization. You may have seen this if you use like Copilot for Teams, but it goes further than that. It actually says, okay, what are the possible action items that came about? And the project manager can click these boxes. What are the possible risks that AI says that, I believe that I heard out of these meeting minutes? And then it presents a card back to the project manager to refine and, in the case of action item, put the person that's in there. In the case of a risk, adjust your title or your probability and your impact. And then when you're done, it stores that item automatically in a registry. So it's your risk registry or your action items list with a click of a button. So it takes all that manual work away from the project manager to focus on things that are more important. And then we have the Copilot agents, and agentic AI is an upcoming thing, and it's really, if you're following anything that's going on with the Microsoft AI story, it's really big. By using something like Teams for PM, you have all these aggregated data tables you see there, like program, project, and project requests, and things like that. So you have the Teams for PM QA agent, which this is in beta right now, but it's actually an ability to go query this data sets, which are being created by usage of Teams for PM product and populating the data to go solve a lot of problems that are pretty interesting. Like you can do ad hoc requests or queries about what kind of risk do I have and all those kinds of things. So what resource skills are being used and all that stuff. So this is, again, beta. It's something we're just really getting going on. But we really think that agentic AI is going to be the future of really how AI is going to help to, in a big way, help project management. So really the key takeaways we'd like for you guys to think about it for this is really be reimagining PPM as a platform-centric solution versus standalone software as a service. It really can unify your people and apps and improve so that everybody can achieve more with less. It improves the project success rates. You really can get immediate value from AI and create in a symbiotic relationship between people and AI. You're creating better and higher quality data, which is always a problem in project management. Decrease process automation time, increase agility. You get greater visibility across all work that's in the enterprise. You create better strategic alignment by being able to align all that work across the enterprise. And you can empower both seasoned project managers and your non-professional project managers, which there's really a lot more of those than there are the PMPs and the folks that are probably watching this. You probably have a lot of folks that in your organization aren't as seasoned, but they still have to manage projects. So give them a way to do that as well. And then, of course, enhance operational efficiencies and reduce the redundant tools and cost. Would love to stay in touch. This is all of our different contact information for Innovative E, Teams for PM, the Microsoft Planner blog. We have an innovation lab if you'd like to schedule a call and do some innovation work together, or a discovery call if you're interested in products or services we have. And then again, there's my book on Amazon.com. If you click on it, it's available on Wednesday and Thursday, the 19th and 20th, for free on Amazon with clicking that link. Thank you very much. Hope you have a fantastic PM XPO, and we will see you next time.